Alright, 60-second summary for the new Hop Zacian EX deck, which I know I'm late on getting to, but I wanted all those other less handsome YouTubers to play with the dog before I let it lick the peanut butter off my toes. I talked a lot about pairing Zacian with our Chaladon in the lead up to Journey Together, but you won't be seeing any of that nonsense here. Instead, we're looking at Insta-Strike because it's great in a format without Manaphy. While it might be 30 for 30 like ESPN, you can boost the damage you deal to their active by 90 with Post-Switch, Snorlax, and Choice Band. Then when Zacian gets knocked out, Cramorant is activated, able to do up to 210 damage for free on their 3 and 4 prize turns. Now here's where I whacked off super hard. Do you know what's better than attacking with Cramorant twice? Attacking with Cramorant thrice. Attach a Legacy Energy, now you can maybe do just that, except you have to make sure they KO the Cramorant with Legacy Energy attached, which isn't guaranteed. Or how about pairing it with Volcanion and Iron Valiant? Latias gives everybody free retreat, throw in some switch cards, and now you can deal far more damage than you thought possible. In that same vein, Froslass. But what if you want to use Brave Slash? Our Chaladon's too consistent. Instead, run Matang in a format that doesn't have Energy Recycler for another month and a half and Bravely Slash for 330. As always, there's far too many lists in the description. Just be aware that while Zacian has been performing quite well, this archetype does require math. And where For the Win struggles with spelling due to the UK school system, as a Canadian, we were never taught things like numbers, which probably explains why 69ing isn't a thing here. I had a mini panic attack when they flipped over that stupid Munkidori because I just played a 20-minute game against Gardevoir that was the worst experience of my life. It was worse than spending last night with I Am Legend's mom. But the good news is we have a playable hand. We're going to go Spiky Energy. I don't need to use the bosses. We're just going to put the Iron Bundle down. I guess I should have bundled first because you want to give your opponent less information. Neither of these are weak to anything. So let's go Squawk and Squeeze. I'm going to Iron Bundle before this because we don't quite have it. But they might not give me the Munkidori. They might give me the Screamtail because the Munkidori is more important. And they might be like, oh, you might get the Choice Band. Boom. We got it. Suck a butt. Okay, so... yeah, I mean, they're not taking a knockout. This is just Guardy sucking huge butts. This is why you go second with Zacian all of the time. Like, every single game, doesn't matter which list of Zacian you're playing, is you always go second. You all just go flip Tails. That's what I always recommend. It's what I always do. Just flip Tails, because Tails is second. Oh, you're gonna try this again? do you want to see me? Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. It's not gonna work. I'm playing Jet Energy, and I have a thick Latias. Oh, we got Surfer. We got Iron Valiant. Oh, we got all the things. Oh, you've stabilized. Well, I got some bad news for you. Your Munkidori is about to take 20 damage straight to the face, and that puts it within KO range. So I don't think they know. Spiky Energy, like. Okay, I was talking about this in the first game against Gardevoir because they took 15 minutes and I took 5, and they did win, but that's because my Psyche broke in half. Is Spiky Energy is a win more card? Yeah, if they hit into your Zacian, it's 2 extra damage counters, haha, funny. But I'd rather have Jet Energy and Volcanion. That Fezandipiti is Cramorant bait. But like, look at what I'm about to do. Oh, they're retreating. Okay, that's fine. I guess we try to go for Iron Bundle again, or we try to go... oh, they're going to take 20. Oh, because you have to take damage. Damn, I forgot about the resistance. I was like, you're going to take 20. No, that doesn't work that way. Okay, so you have a 2 retreat cost, so I can't use Surfer into Valiant. I can use Surfer into Squawkabilly. But actually, is that the... no, that's not the right play. Going Surfer into Squawk and then like attacking with Squawkabilly, I don't think that's right. I do want to draw the cards, so it's like I'm using Surfer to draw as a draw 3, and that's it. So let's go retreat into you. We go Zacian, and then unfortunately they are going to be able to send 30 damage back my way. So yeah, I guess we just go Insta Strike, put it on. Doesn't matter, because they're probably not going to... I mean, they might get a Gardevoir this turn, but we've taken 3 prizes. This is kind of what happened last game, is I jumped out to an early lead, and then they took a 10-minute turn, and I checked out. And it's like, why isn't the Ralts weak to Metal? Why couldn't you be weak to Metal? That'd be so much funnier. So maybe I should have put the Cramorant down. That might not have been... Okay, they have a Gardevoir. Also, not weak to metal, weak to dark. But I can just go... We have Prime Catcher in the deck, so I just go Arven, Prime Catcher the Fezandipiti. Hopefully they don't bump my Postwick, because then we're really screwed. But then I can also just leave the Fezandipiti for later. And they also need like a Drifloonala. Or are they just... They need another Munkidori. So if their strategy is to attack with Gardevoir EX here, they will need a second Munkidori in order to knock out my Zacian, or a Defiance Band, or a Vitality Band if they're crazy. Because they are only going to be able to put me at 2 hundo. They could, you know, save it for later, but I am... Actually, that's not a bad idea, because then they can take a 4-prize turn. So actually, that's not a bad idea, because I'm not playing the Munkidori version. Spreading cheeks all day, babe. What? Are you... Okay, I was like, what's happening? Okay, so we have our Cramorant turn. They're really avoiding that spiky energy, and it's... You don't need to. The spiky energy is not that scary. All right, so we're going to go down to 1 prize card. Actually, can I... I can't win. I could knock out the... No, I can't knock out the Kirlia because now they evolved into it. I mean, I could knock out the Kirlia, but I was thinking like, oh, with bench damage, I could knock it out. I can't do that. I can't knock out the Munkidori, so there's no reason to do any switching shenanigans, I don't think. I think we just go knock out the Fezandipiti, and that could have been a great card. All right, so we go boom. I guess I go for Night Stretcher. We go get the Fezandipiti. I'm hoping... Probably should have checked the deck at some point to make sure the Prime Catcher's in there. If not... oopsie. Okay, it's in there. You know, big oopsie. All right, so we do have de-evolution if I feel like doing math, but I don't... I've never wanted to do something less in my life. Insert I Am Legend's mom joke here. Hey, we got Volcanion at a point where we don't need it. All right, so let's go Prime Catcher into the... Oh, God. So we have 210. So we're doing 210 with the Cramorant. And then I can set up the Munkidori for a knockout. And then we go Jet Energy on the Cramorant. Yeah, we put the Choice Band there, and then I guess we put the Choice Band there, because, I mean, there's a... Like, we might be able to attack with another Cramorant. I highly freaking doubt it. There's always a chance they do that, but if they only knock out the Cramorant this turn, I think that's an insta-concede. I think if you are not able to take a 2-prize KO on your 4-prize turn against Hop Zacian, and you just have to knock out a Cramorant, you just kind of say, yeah, that's GG. Because being able to do 210 on back-to-back turns with a single prizer is crazy. Does bench space make Volcanion a bit redundant? How dare you? Volcanion has feelings. Okay? How dare you? And they got all the things they need. All right, so we have the Fezandipiti. They're going to try and knock out my Fezandipiti this turn to shut off my card draw, which is what happened in the last game. Because all they do is target the Fezandipiti. Okay. I mean, they do need a Gus card. There's a Night Stretcher. Okay. I mean, they got their Fezandipiti back. That doesn't really matter because I have to knock out a single prizer. So, yeah, I mean, Volcanion, I think... I don't know. I wanted to put it in the deck to, like, at least make it a little bit different. But maybe just Iron Valiant, Jet Energy switches, Surfer is better. But Burn can stick. That's the thing. Burn can just be repetitive. Okay. Well, that's a boss's, so at least it's not a counter catcher into INO. INO if that would have been good for us. Alright, how do we win this game? I really shouldn't have used that Prime Catcher, but we have Iron Bundle, which is not helpful at all. And then we go into this one. So I think we're seeing kind of the issues that can arise with this. Or, you know, we can just get it like that. You know, that's also, I'm gonna do this, by the way. Wait, I don't have it though. Oh no, we have Surfer. We have Surfer. Okay, so we go, oh no, we can't. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. We already knew that, but we just go 90, top deck the bosses, GG. So yeah, I kind of did some testing before Journey Together came out, and Zoroark had terrible starts and got better as the game went on. Zacian had amazing starts and then got worse as the game went on. It's really a case of, if they can skip from 4 to 2, right? You really want to make sure you limit the amount of 2-prizers on your bench. So it's like, why am I playing a Volcanion build with Iron Valiant that's filled with 2-prizers? Because we're trying different things, okay? You can't just always put the same toes in your mouth every single day. You could almost say it's a dog-eat-dog world out there because we're playing, get it? Because we're facing a Zacian deck. Okay, so let's go Arven for, well, we don't have any Buddy Poffin, so that's not great. We do have a rescue board. I think we go Nest Ball for Snorlax. I think the deck might need a Buddy Poffin. That might be pretty good. And then we go rescue board the Munkidori because we do want to keep that alive. We want to make sure we don't put too many people into play. And then we go Insta Strike on the Maractus, put 30 on the Zacian. And remember, the Maractus's ability only takes hold when it's in the active and if it's knocked out by damage from an attack. So we can knock out the Maractus with Munkidori's ability, depending on what they do. Like if they just, I mean, they could use Corner and that'd be really bad because we resist grass. But, oh god, PDCGL. But I could make some things happen. We can do some shaking and baking here. And the reason I didn't put the Postwick down is, I guess, because I didn't want to knock out the Maractus. Would that have been a good idea, though? Should I have knocked out the Maractus? Because they would have been on their 5-prize turn. They wouldn't have been able to attack with Cramorant. My Zacian still would have survived. The Munkidori would have been activated. So you know what? Maybe that would have been the best idea. Was to suck a huge butt. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe sucking a huge butt is actually a good thing sometimes. But we do get a Froslass, so I think we just do nothing. Right? I think it's the good old do nothing strategy that the patented do nothing strategy that Trust Your Pilot came up with all on his own. So we don't need the de-evolution. We're probably not going to need the counter catcher, but I mean, I'll just get rid of de-evolution and counter catcher. We go get the Froslass. And yeah, we go Froslass. Start building up damage. We don't take a KO because I think this Maractus is stuck. I think it's like, you know, my stepsister in the washing machine. I think that Maractus is stuck and it'll get knocked out coming into our turn, which again makes the counter catcher kind of useless here. But they're getting screwed over by their Maractus. Like if they use Munkidori to heal the Maractus, I'll just send it right back with my Munkidori. So it really doesn't matter. And this is one of the reasons why I kind of enjoy the Froslass buildization, because I liked Froslass in general. Yeah, they're going to do the thing. They're going to heal the thingy thing and do the thingy thing. But I really like Froslass. I really like it paired with Munkidori. I think Zacian is also just a really good partner because it can attack for free, do a ton of damage. Goliath, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is when things happen. 2 weeks is when you can play with your balls. All right, so then we go Adrenabrain. I will knock out the Maractus because I have to. And then we take a prize card. That didn't give me what I needed. I mean, I guess actually I probably should have waited, right? I should have used Pokégear first, see if I get an Ino, and then use Ino. So that was actually a potential oopsie. Yeah, that was a potential oopsie. But what can we do? I can do 120, so we can knock out their Cramorant, or I can set up their Zacian for a KO next turn, which I think is what I want to do. So let's go Postwick. And yeah, I do kind of get screwed over here because of my oopsiness. You know what? Let's put the Cramorant down. I don't know if this is the right play, but we're going to do it anyways. We're going to Ino. I need to try and draw some cards. We need to try and maybe get another Munkidori, which we did, assuming it's not prize, and I didn't check my deck, and I'm an idiot. No, we got another one. This is the combo. This is what you play Pokemon cards for. All right, let's heal the Munkidori. We're going to put 20 on their Munkidori. We go Insta-Strike. Their Zacian is set up. The 30 didn't even pop up. So this is exactly how this deck is supposed to function. Obviously, I'd prefer to have 2 Froslass, but this is perfect. I am so surprised that this is working as well as it is. They might want to target the Froslass because that's going to cause them some big grief at the end of the game here. It's just going to kind of shorten the game because they have to get another Munkidori. The Fezandipiti, that's fine. So if they are able to get a Gust card, I think they go for the Froslass. But even then, that doesn't feel very good. Right, yeah, I was thinking, like, if you don't go for the Froslass, you go for the Munkidori, knock out the Munkidori, leave it so I have 1 Munkidori. But I'm about to take a 3-prize turn unless they get another Munkidori. So it's going to be like, who can take the 3-prize turn better? And we're just going to find out. Who can skip Cramorant? You know, I'm actually kind of excited for watching, you know, tabletop Zacian, because there is quite a few different ways to play it. There's a lot of different methods to how you're supposed to win. This deck is not Froslass, okay? This deck is great. Ooh, they decided to heal the Zacian. That was an oopsie. That was a major oopsie, I think. Because if I just... No, because I have the knockout on the Munkidori. So I think if they play this matchup again, they wouldn't heal the Zacian, they would heal the Munkidori. Because again, I just have it like that. I mean, they're going to be able to knock out my Munkidori. But me being able to... Oh, baby. Oh, baby. But me being able to skip their Cramorant is just the difference between winning and losing here. I'll research just to show them that I have more card draw, and they'll probably concede. So, yeah, we go heal the Munkidori. Put, yeah, whatever on that one. And then, oh, we got to do the Adrenabrain on the other one. Yup. Does it matter where I put it? Croydonium Legends Mom, it does. Okay, so let's build up the damage on the Fezandipiti. Because we're taking a 3-prize turn, so if I just start building up the damage on the Fezandipiti, that might be a good idea. And then we go Insta-Strike, Knockout, skip Cramorant. They have to rely on Bloodmoon Ursaluna, which is not great for them. So essentially, what they have to do is Ino me down to 2. No, because that doesn't even work. I don't think there's a way that they can win this game. Because I have 2 Munkidori, because I have the Choice Band on the Cramorant. I think we've enacted the Hop Tua. Press 1 if we've enacted the Hop Tua to perfection. There's no Fickle Spitting. There's a true Hop Tua going on. And yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, what is anything they can do? We have double Munkidori. Any knockout they take this turn loses them the game. Anything they don't do this turn loses them the game. Yeah, there was just a no-win situation. So just that turn where they healed the Zacian, they had to heal the Munkidori because they didn't know that I had the Night Stretcher Munkidori combo again. So I think the mistake they made was healing the Zacian and not the Munkidori, because we had the knockout on the Zacian no matter what. But again, we still would have won because we had the double Munkidori the following turn. But if you're ever in that situation where you're trying to beat off a pilot and they have a Froslass Monkey, just do the right thing, okay? You know, it's like you're watching Trust Your Pilot and you're like, should I subscribe? The answer to that is do the right thing. I am choosing to believe that we're going to be able to do the thing. Oh, we're going to do the thing, everybody. Okay, I wasn't going to put this in the YouTube video because it's another freaking Gardevoir game. And because, you know, we don't really have a great handy here. But we are knocking out the Drifloon, and they don't have a good turn on the other side. Is there anything else that I want to do? No, we just go for a Fickle Spitting, take the KO. They're obviously going to Scream Tail and probably knock out the Snorlax, which is fine. Because, you know, eventually they'll have to do something. They might Iono me, but guess what? We live in a world where Gardevoir has to work really hard to recover from an Iono. They don't just go, oh, I have 3 Kirlia in play. I'm just going to draw 6 off your Iono to 2 and win the game. All right, that's not an Iono. They have, it's either Unfair Stamp or Blender. Okay, they got Counter Catcher. So they're just going to try and trap me again. Like I Am Legend's mom did with I Am Legend. I wonder if they know. Like, they're probably going to go for the Munkidori. But I do have Jet Energy. They didn't get an Unfair Stamp. We haven't seen their Ace Spec, which I would assume is either the Blender or... I mean, it's probably not Heroescape. It's probably the Blender or Unfair Stamp. Okay, so we have stadiums. They're going to have to put, what, 6? So just 3 energy on the Scream Tail and they're good to go. But if I can somehow get an Iono, I know they have Fezandipiti, but if I can just get an Iono, we could be just so deep inside them that they won't know which way is up. But what if I get a Bosses? No, because if I get a Bosses, we don't have what we need. And Legacy Energy is the Ace Spec, so we don't have Prime Catcher. But this is going to work, okay? My crazy idea, hey, you can only use Cramorant twice. What if you could use it 3 times? What if you could attack with Cramorant 3 times? Then it'd be goated. And wouldn't it be hilarious? You know, crazy idea that I didn't have set up for today. What if you go for a Cramorant deck with the Bouffalante and Luxurious Cape? So it's a Cramorant that effectively has, what, 200 and... oh, God. 270 HP? Oh, that's actually not very good. You know, these are some of the crazy ideas that I cook up off stream. It's like, what if we put 2 Bouffalante, so it effectively has 170, attach a cape, give it 170, or 270. They knocked out the Cramorant, so they didn't take a prize. We did it! We did it, everybody! I don't know what I'm going to do now, but we did the thing. The thing has been doneth. Okay, we got a switch. Okay. This is unfortunate. I think we just have to blow our load here. So, step 1. Blow the load. Ooh. Hello there. Hello there. Let's... I mean, do I just research this hand? This hand does kind of suck, but we do have a post wick. How many choice bands we got? I have no idea. How many choice bands have we played? We've played 1. We're guaranteed. We're guaranteed off of a research to get this. I am guaranteeing. If we don't get the choice band, I'm never playing this game again. Please, just let me be free. Just let me be free. I want to be free. I want to break free. Okay, we got that. We're gonna research, baby. We got this. I told you we got this. You need to believe in me more. Oh wait, hang on. We can go Cramorant. Right? Obviously they can do a million things and screw me over, but I can just go for Cramorant here. Does that make sense, or does it make more sense to send damage to their side of the field? Because, I mean, they have the Drifloon. They would need another Bravery. I mean, they're down 3 Bravery Charm, right? I think that's okay. I think we're okay. Let's heal the Munkidori. We're going to put more damage on... Actually... Hang on, is this a goated play that I'm about to do? No, I was like, I could put it on the Drifloon. Okay, no, I just click to place. Click to place. Please just leave me alone. I have a family. I don't like them, but I still have one. Okay. And then we put the damage on the Gardevoir, so we can potentially, if I still have a de-evolution, but I don't think I do. Maybe we do. We're down like all of our good supporters. So the thought process there was, what if I put the 30 on the Drifloon from both Zacian and Munkidori, and then they would have to find a Bravery Charm, but like they would have to find a Bravery Charm anyways. Right? The only way that they can knock out my Zacian this turn is they either need Bravery Charm or they need another Munkidori and Darkness Energy. But even then, if they were able to do that, they would just heal the Drifloon anyways. So it's like there was no winning. I would have needed to have double Munkidori with double energy, then we could have knocked out the Drifloon. And that would have been perfect. Yeah, see, like they're gonna do the thing. Okay, so how do we win this? Do we have an Ursaluna in the deck? You know, it would have been nice if I could have bossed the Fezandipiti and knocked that out. I did, you know, burn the hand because I believed in the heart of the cards. But Gardevoir is a bit of a rough matchup because they can just Munkidori, and Munkidori sucks a huge butt. I mean, I think they have it, right? They just need to Night Stretcher. They've played 3 Night Stretcher. They've played 3 Bravery Charm. So does this mean they're going for the Gardevoir? I think they're going for the Gardevoir play, everybody. And I don't believe they Fezandipiti'd. Oh, this is bad. Actually, no, it's terrible. This is bad. No, wait, it's terrible. There has been a Fezandipiti. Okay, that's much, much better. They're basically in a situation where they have to attack with Gardevoir, but they don't knock out the Zacian. It having 230 instead of 220 changes the whole complexion of this game. Yeah, they have to go Psychic Embrace. I assume they're better off just attacking with Drifloon, doing 180. Yeah, just doing 180 and hoping for the best. But the problem is that I have a Munkidori, right? So they're in a situation where I can just heal. They basically needed to draw out of this and they didn't, which is amazing for us. If I get a de-evolution, I actually can't use it right now because we don't have the energy. I'd have to use de-evolution with Munkidori. But they just use a lot of resources way too early. And yeah, they're down 2 counter catcher. It's always fun beating off somebody with a fully blinged out deck. And just being like, yeah, you got a fully blinged out deck, but I still somehow won. Yeah, great card. Thank you. What would I do without that card right now? All right, so let's go move it to the Drifloon, right? Yeah, because then we force somebody into the active. And we take a prize. We get the best prize card in the history of prize cards. Wait, was that actually good? I can get... Wait, is Nest Ball good in this situation? They're choosing a new active. This isn't the easiest choice for them. If I have a Fezandipiti... Wait, no, they didn't take a knockout last turn. Crap. Huh. We are not in the best position. My knees are behind my head, and I'm looking... Ooh, okay. Let's go Hops bag. I don't think we have anyone. Oh, we do have someone left. Okay. Wait, they have 4 prizes. They have 4 prizes left. We could have attacked with Cramorant if we had a playable hand. Okay, we have way too many bosses. There's no Mew EX. They're gonna knock out my Zacian. I think... Wait, if I go for the Iron Bundle, we're doing 120, so they have to put up the Fezandipiti? Is that a thing that exists? I think we just have to go for the Ursaluna, right? I think we just go for the Ursaluna, have that for next turn, or Fez... but we don't have the energy. That's the problem here, is we're lacking the energy. So it's like, I go for Fezandipiti. I don't want to, but I think we maybe have to in this situation. And then, sure, let's put that there. Again, we can't flip the script. Let's go Insta Strike for 120. Put the 30 there. Huh. I don't know. If I go for the Iron Bundle, then they can't give me a Munkidori. They would have had to give me the Fezandipiti. And then maybe they can't retreat the Fezandipiti because all of their energy is accounted for. But then on the flip side, I don't have a Fezandipiti. So if they do just have another Night Stretcher or a switch card or a rescue board or anything, just a manual attachment, anything for the Fezandipiti, then we just lose. Okay, all right. Well, the good news is they're probably taking a knockout this turn. The bad news is they can just counter catcher. They can get Darkness Energy, counter catcher. Actually, no, they can't win. I was thinking they could just win with Darkness Energy, counter catcher, but the Fezandipiti would just survive. So we do have a slight chancey. We're going to have to... Okay, that's fine. We're going to have to rely on Fezandipiti to draw us out of this. Remember that we have a ton of great cards in the deck, but there's 3 boss's orders. The triple boss's orders is not what I'm looking forward to. This is definitely going to come down to the wire. There's a chance that they get to the... Okay. There's a chance that they get down to under 5 minutes because, remember, this is a Gardevoir deck, and that's what Gardevoir decks do. But I at least got to show you that my crazy idea bored fruit. Boar fruit? Bared fruit? What happens when you put the banana chins on a Tropius onto a Ursaluna? You get bear fruit. I don't know. I don't know. You know, sometimes I got great jokes, sometimes I don't. Okay, so we definitely go up with the Munkidori. There's so many cards, and then we're not going to get any of them. There's so many cards that could bail us out right now, like Christian. Okay, that's not anything. Let's go 3. We got bosses. We got choice ban. Oh God, what do I do? Okay, I think... Oh no, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, no, everything's great. Everything's great. We have Artisan. We got Bundle. Does that do anything? I don't think so. The Iron Bundle, does that do anything? Because they'll just send up the Mew. But I can't attack this turn. My options are very, very limited. But Novostrius, that's actually a great idea. All right, so we're going to hyper blow them. We're going to see what happens. Yeah, that's going to give me the Mew. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. So then we have to go the energy on the Snorlax. We go Adrena Brain from the Fezandipiti onto this guy. And then boss's orders, the Fezandipiti. And I think I Earthen Vessel. Because then that puts... Do I Earthen Vessel? That puts the energy into my hand. Actually, I think no. I think we don't Earthen Vessel. Attack? What do you mean attack for 60? I can't attack for 60. There's no one I can attack with right now. And they just had the energy in their hand. Of course they did. Okay, they still need a Gust card to win. But if they get a Gust card, they do win. And I am big sad. But I had to put the Fezandipiti down. This is just what's been happening with Zacian, is you just run out of steam at the end of a game. Okay, please just show me the Gust card. Don't be this person. Wait, why are you... Wait, what? Why? Maybe they're out of Gust? But why are you giving me Lily's Clefairy? Is it just because it has the most hit points of anybody? Mindbend doesn't play Psychic Energy. I think this means they don't have it. If they're building up a Lily's Clefairy, I think this means they don't got it. Unless they have a Gust card, but they're probably out of Gust cards. I didn't take a knockout last turn. That was by design. They're using it. Yes, you're using Adrena Brain. We get it. But Snorlax wins me the game because I have 1 energy left. Are we about to see a Legacy Energy that actually did something and then a Snorlax for game? Is this going to be the greatest game in history? And if it was against anyone other than Gardevoir, it would have been entertaining to watch and fun to watch, and everyone would have enjoyed it, and I would have gotten a standing ovation if this was played in movie theaters. I mean, if you had the other Munkidori, we wouldn't be doing this little dance here. Look at this. We're going to do Snorlax for game. It's actually... Because it boosts itself. If it didn't boost itself, we would have lost. But it boosts itself. It plays with itself. And then we get the freaking de-evolution. Attacks used by Hops Pokemon, yeah, just it doesn't stack. That's the only thing. It just doesn't stack. But it boosts itself. It plays with itself. I could have done the TM de-evolution, but when you have the Snorlax KO, you take the Snorlax KO. Am I right or am I right? And then, yeah, you do 80 damage to yourself. But we just won with Snorlax, which is a surprisingly goated card. And yes, YouTube audience, if you're still watching this video, which I know most of you aren't, you might be seeing a Snorlax video in the future where I whack off super hard and really hope that we don't get screwed over by Dragapult and other Zacian decks and any decks that spread damage like anything with Munkidori and Dustops and Dusknoir. But as long as we don't face all that, it's still probably going to suck. Okay, everybody, be cool. Be cool here and funny things will happen, all right? We don't even need this to really work, but just be chill. My opponent doesn't know what's about to happen. We just need a Matang, or we just need a Hops Choice Band and we knock out the Charizard, okay? So everybody, chill out, okay? Clench your cheeks. Oh, God, we're doing it. We're doing it. This is the dream right here. Who needs our Chaladon when you have Matang? We got everything. Oh, no. No! I told whose butt cheeks weren't clenched here? Whose cheeks weren't clenched? Oh, this card is a Prime Catcher. Wait, what? What's going on? Why was it a Prime Catcher and why can I play it? No! Wait, no! Okay, wait, no, what? I didn't want to do that. What's going on? No! What? No, wait. We had it! We freaking had it! Why are you doing this to me? We had the KO! What? We had the KO on the Charizard! You were about to witness history! We had the Brave Slash, we had it all! We had the Postwick. They're probably wondering, like, what the hell were they doing over there? We had the Postwick. We had the Choice Band. We had the Snorlax. We could have knocked out a Virgin Charizard with the Chad Hop Zacian with a Brave Slash. We had the entire combo. Everything went perfectly. You know, in my testing with this deck, I did 3 out of 4 Matang where I got 0 energy. And then, of course, it works perfectly in this game. And then then the game doesn't work. It works perfectly in this game, but then the game doesn't work. You're a fickle mistress. You're a fickle mistress. Okay, well we have it now. You know, we're gonna be fine. And then the game where the Matang is literally perfect. I got them to discard an energy, damn straight. So we did it. It should have been much easier than this. And this is why I liked Matang. You know, we're getting Energy Recycler and Destined Rival, so there will be a reprint of Energy Recycler. We're going to be eating some Sacred Ass, which is really good for a lot of other decks, because that's shuffle in 5 Pokemon, and then Energy Recycler shuffle in 5 energy. So, you know, press 1 if you want to eat some Sacred Ass, and I'm really excited to do that. Yeah, Energy Recycler being out of the format, it's okay. You know, Super Rod is a great card. Don't get me wrong. Super Rod, there was a time where we didn't have you, and it was a nightmare. Oh yeah, I also lost my Prime Catcher. I guess that's another very important thing right now, is we don't have the Prime Catcher. Ooh, okay. That's cool. I mean, I guess I don't even need to do that. We can just retreat. We can just retreat. So, Super Rod, great card. Why are we hitting on every Matang? This is insane. But Sacred Ash and Energy Recycler releasing in the same set is kind of crazy, and both of them are reprints. So the boomers will remember Sacred Ash from way back in the day, but the normal people will remember Energy Recycler from like, what, one format ago? So we have double KO on Charizard. It doesn't matter who they knock out. Regigigas one-shots them. I do need to put a Choice Band on the Zacian if I want to knock them out. My God, this game is going in the YouTube video because we hit on every Matang. We were able to use Brave Slash. We got a Regigigas powered up. This is why our Chaladon is trash. Because your Energy Accelerator, it does it every single turn. It's a single prizer. You can put in Heatran. You can put in Regigigas. Yeah, they eroded Ash. So it used to be shuffle 5 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. Now it's shuffle up 2, and that does make a huge difference. And we're not going Regigigas. This is Zacian. So it's gonna be a shuffle up to 5. Where like Rescue Stretcher back in the day, you had to put 3 back in if you had 3, but they changed it so it's an up 2, which makes it a lot more flexible. Like I am Legend's mom after she does yoga. There we go. That is how it's supposed to be. Don't look at the VOD and see any other games I played with this and absolutely did not weather any storms, but you got to see history, okay? YouTube audience, I don't care how long this video is, you're gonna see the crappy Gardevoir games. I cut those down to like half and they were still went on too long, but Zacian, kind of fun to play with, but just go second. Go second and you'll have a hot dog of a time. Doggone it. I can't think of a better way to end the video.